Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for stopping by the warehouse. My name's Chase and today we're going to be checking out the Easton Velocity V9E hockey stick. Now this is going to be co-headlining the new Velocity line with that other V9. This one here is going to have that elliptical taper, very similar to what we saw in that RS2, whereas that V9 is going to have the Mako 2 taper. Both of these are going to come in grip and non-grip, but today we're just going to be checking out the grip. So starting us off with shaft dimensions, these are going to be my personal favorite with rounded corners, double concave sidewalls, offering a really nice contouring hold on the shaft. It's going to be nice and natural. As far as the shaft construction goes, this is where we're going to see a different material than the previous Kevlar wrap that we've seen for quite some time from Easton. The V9E will now use the compression molded unicarbon construction that we saw introduced last year with the top-of-the-line Mako 2. Now this universally aligns the fibers from top to bottom, helping the V9E shed about 10 grams versus last year's RS2, and it also gives it a little more lively and responsive feel. Now going into the taper, this is where we're going to see that elliptical taper that carries back to the S17 days. Now this is going to provide some awesome stiffness and rigidity for the bottom portion of the shaft in the hosel area. So it's going to provide with a really lightning quick shot release, and that's pretty much because of that really low kick point, or ultra low kick point as I call it. Now going into the blade, this is where we see the biggest difference in advancement from last year's RS2. First with the HyperToe construction, where it stiffens the toe of the blade and it kind of softens the middle portion. And this is to give the blade a flex profile like the shaft. Essentially when you're taking a shot, now the blade and the shaft will load and unload, giving you even more velocity than you would have had without the HyperToe. Now the multi-rib design and the microbladder blade process is carried over from last year. These are just going to give you a really nice responsive and consistent puck feel from heel to toe. And then the internal foam was also upgraded with the use of Eric's foam, which is aerospace quality that helps lighten up the blade too. So now going to the overall look and feel of this stick, I really like the dark asymmetrical graphics. On the front you can see how it's nice and dark, and then you flip it around to the backhand, you can see that bright orange pop. I also like how you can distinguish the Mako tapers versus the elliptical stealth tapers. Although ellipticals are going to have that bright orange on the back, whereas those Makos are going to have the white on the back. And then the other cool thing that they did was the unicarbon construction. I was a big fan of that Mako 2, so they brought that over here. They made the Stealth RS2 essentially 10 grams lighter. It's going to be a little more balanced. They also brought over the little texture that we saw in the Makos too, so it has a really great feel, has a really nice balance point. And then the other great thing that they did for the Stealth style sticks is that now they're going to be offering 3 dual eye curves. Before we had the E3 and the E28. This year they came out with the E36, which is like a mid type of a dual eye. And Easton's really been researching how to perfect the art of shooting. So what they've came up with is that when you combine a dual eye curve and that new HyperToe blade construction, is that you're going to get the perfect blade angle. Essentially when you're shooting off that toe with the dual eye is going to pull the heel off the ice just a little bit. And then that focuses all the energy into the toe, so you're going to get just even more force and velocity out of your shot. And then with that stiff toe, you're just going to have pinpoint accuracy. So I think that they might have something here. So for even more information about the Easton Velocity V9E hockey stick, be sure to check it out at inlineandicewarehouse.com.